Alrighty, you're good to go.
Okay, well, thanks, Brett, for getting this all lined up and ready to go. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. I'm Don Carson here up in Winnipeg, Canada. Really excited to share with you, and I've got a light that my good friends Brett and Andrew bought for my birthday that I'm trying to get to figure out how to use here. So if I look a little bit like I'm in the sun shadow or something like that, I'm trying to learn. Thanks, Brett, for getting me something that I got to really think about. Look at this thing. There you go. Is that too bright? There, that'll work. Okay. So let me just say, you know, we're in a very unique time for all of you that are here for the very first time. Man, that's just too bright. I'm sorry. I'm thinking to myself, why do I feel like I like I'm still in Florida getting a suntan?
It looks good, Don. You can leave it on.
I'll figure it out. I'm just new at this. So let me just say, very unique period of time. You know, I think the best analogy I've heard recently is, you know, I remember when I was a kid driving across our city through prairie land. There was nothing built there between, say, Transcona, which was a community, sort of a suburb of Winnipeg or an outside area of Winnipeg, and St. James, where I was. And I used to go visit my cousin, and I'd take a bus there, and it was like a bus from a bus to a bus to another bus. And before you know it, all these years later, there's just infrastructure in between these two communities. It's one big city, Winnipeg, and more coming. And every city that everyone's part of has the same sort of growth happening in between, it seems like. So, you know, I'm just enjoying what's happening right now in this journey we're on. And I'm going to share with you our story here as I go to a PowerPoint. I'll go off screen here. I'll come back after I get this set up here. But, you know, we've got a very unique time ahead of us the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So I'm just going to move this over here and start this PowerPoint. And Brett, just give me a thumbs up as everything starts lighting up on your screen here to make sure that everybody can see what I'm about to show. No problem? Okay, good. So, you know, we're a home-based business. We're a company that's not perfect. We're certainly an opportunity that's catching some attention right now. We would call the opportunity something that dreams can be made of. You know, I would say that the PowerPoint I want to show you in the next 25 minutes will cause enough curiosity. I believe that those of you that are seeing this for the first time are liable to ask the person that invited you more questions. And that's fine. We don't expect that tonight we're going to answer all of them. But at the end of this, we'll take a break for about 25 minutes. And we'll come back on the same Zoom number at my 9 o'clock Central Time. So approximately 55 minutes from now, and do a getting started training. So I won't go into the training details. I want to give you an overview in this 28 minutes that I'm going to share with you. You know, my wife and I are entrepreneurs. I always sort of kind of give you a picture of where we came from. You know, I've been in business now for a lot of years. I taught school for 10 years at the early stages of my young career of going to university and became a school teacher. And during my teaching career, I developed an entrepreneurial spirit. I actually started a business, and throughout that journey, I actually had to take a leave of absence because the business that I started out of the trunk of my car took off and started to build. And before you know it, that build of that business forced me really to go off and, you know, do it more full time. And it was a risk. It was a big risk. And I think that that's the entrepreneurial spirit. I took that business from the trunk of my car to a $500 million a year number of different things that I've done. In the, you know, retail sense, the distribution sense, on the infomercial side of things. I actually was blessed to be able to sell one of my companies to a New York Stock Exchange company. Even after selling that company and making millions of dollars, I just really wasn't ever going to be that person that could retire. So I was really looking for something. So I had started buying a couple of companies up, you know, in areas that I really didn't know what I was doing. And I think that that's my first lesson I'd like to share with everybody on my business opportunity, is that, you know, when you invest money into something like a traditional business or a franchise, it's a learn and earn segment you've got to commit to. You've got to commit all that money to learning and earning, but there's a lot of risk. You're going to have this entrepreneurial spirit happen throughout your business career of whatever it is you're going to do. And this is no different. You're going to learn and you're going to earn, but there are going to be some ups and some downs. But the fact is, there's not a lot of risk here. And as you see this presentation, you know, my life has come close to bankruptcy. I've seen so many things. I've had a couple of wives that unfortunately I couldn't maintain what they were looking for. It didn't work out, and I finally met the love of my life, and ultimately we started a family. And my I've never looked back because I've got her in my back. She's always there for me, my wife Nancy, and that spirit almost got destroyed for us when we almost died in this boating accident back in the summer of 2014, actually, out in Lake of the Woods, Ontario. I share that with you because so many people have lost careers, jobs are gone, wiped out, health issues, and they hadn't planned for it. And so what I've learned since then is that it's so important for us to be able to establish what I call a millionaire mindset. That doesn't mean you're a millionaire, but you have to have the mindset of a millionaire. And once you understand the importance of what we try to point in this slide, you'll understand that what we do in this opportunity is not go out and create millionaires. We want to help people get control of their lives better. We want to show them the freedom of what cash flow can give them. And ultimately, that can help them in a lot of areas of their life. So look at this slide. Look deep down into that bottom number, 1650, and look where that came from. It came from $1 million on deposit with 2% interest being earned, $20,000 divided by 12, it's 1650. Divide that by a further 4 weeks in a month, and that's about 400 a week. You see, what we need to do, each and every one of us, is go out there and find the people that are looking for an additional $200, $300, $400, $500 a month cash flow. And if we can help them do that, I believe it will change their lives. I believe that those things can help them find the time that they need to be able to do things that they want to enjoy, be able to afford to put the good health back into their body. You know, what's fascinating about our lives, all of us, is that good health costs money and bad health costs more. And most of us are more willing to spend money on things that are frivolous, the fluffy things, like this expression in this slide here, a good new handbag rather than some good supplements or some good nutrition to help you live longer. And so what we do in our lives is we recognize in this company that we have an opportunity to help people dream again. We have an opportunity to help people look at this slide and really imagine that how does a 97-year-old grandmother run a marathon? I just saw in a feed I received, I think it was on CNN or wherever, it could have been on Fox, it doesn't matter where it came from, it might have been just in CBC in Canada. A 103-year-old lady just finished a marathon and actually won the marathon based on the seniors that she was with, of course. We have 100% of our life left. We just got to decide what we're going to do with it. And for each and every one of us, we shouldn't have to lay awake at night and worry about our health and our wealth. We should be able to have other people supporting us in a way that we're going to teach you tonight as best as possible. If you tune back to the training at 9 o'clock, I want to go through the getting started things that are important. You see, the industry network marketing is exploding. It really is. And, 178 billion back about 5-6 years ago is what this industry was doing worldwide. But here's the number I want you all to recognize. 79 million more people, just like me, are going to start a home-based business in the next 5 years, just here in North America. That's a large chunk of the North American population, and they got to go somewhere. What it comes down to is who's going to talk to them as a real person sharing real results. Who's the person that's going to tell them the facts and not lie to them? Who's the person that's going to have the ethics not to tell them smoke and mirrors? What I'm here to share with you is it wasn't about the money when I came here. It was about my health. And the product helped my wife and I start getting our weight back after our boating accident and get rid of it. And when we recognized that it was working, my wife from a small town now could tell everybody from a soapbox because she was never going to tell somebody something that she couldn't say was the truth. And me being a marketer and a salesman could not stop my juices from thinking. So I went to work sharing it, and before you know it, we were diamonds. We didn't even know what a diamond was. We went to the very first function in Kelowna, BC in September 2015 and stood there with 100 people, and we were one of the 6 or 7, I can't remember how many diamonds, and they were saying to us why and how, and I'm going, I don't know. And that's what I want you all to think like. You don't have to know everything. You just have to understand that you are real. You can share real results, and you don't have to blow any smoke up somebody's butt. You can be honest. And that's what I love about what we're doing here. We have great company here in front of us, folks. 5 years old, debt-free. We're growing like crazy all over the place. I'll give you a little story in a second about our CEO, but can you imagine, for those of you that have been in this industry for a while, and you've been looking, and you thought you had, and then you looked again, then you thought you had, and you gave up. There is nothing out there that can give you all of what you've been looking for all these years. Ladies and gentlemen, it's here. This company will let you prevail. This company, that's the Latin term for the term valentis, is to prevail. This company that was launched out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota by this man, Dave Jordan, is debt-free. We have never missed a check on Friday. We don't change our comp plan to take money away from our distributors. This gentleman was a network marketing professional. This gentleman had his check taken away from him. This gentleman was one of those guys that would never do this industry again until he finally said, I'm going to create a company for the distributor. And for those of you that are looking for an opportunity, you want him in your back. In Orlando, his heart came through, the ethics of where he's going. The people in the room were blown away by who he is and why he's there. Not for the money for him, it's for us. He wants this industry to be great again. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a little private get-together after in the room, and I asked the people that were there with me, still in the room, out of the 100, to say why they're still here after 4 years. It wasn't about the money. It was about this man having their back, allowing them to dream again. It's important. We call that the sixth element. You know, look, most programs are complicated. We try to keep this as simple as possible. I just came off of a pre-Zoom to this. They've created a point, click, and share Zoom from your app, from your phone, that's going to allow you to build your business internationally. I'm not going to talk about that tonight, but I'm so darn excited about being here for 4 years. That will take my business to the next level. We launch a product after product now that will change people's lives. This one alone has got my juices absolutely exploding. Why? Because coffee and weight loss together is simple. I don't have to convince anybody what coffee is. I don't have to tell anybody and lie to them that there's people in the world that have to lose weight. Yes, there's lots of people that have to lose weight. So when you combine that with billions of cups of coffee being consumed daily, that's opportunity. And as an entrepreneur, I couldn't say no to that. Now, the CEOs of the world, McDonald's CEO, the other great CEOs out there, recognize coffee's pretty good. And look what they did. They changed their logos. McCafe. Dunkin' Donuts puts a coffee in their logo rather than a donut today. This company adds coffee as a big revenue stream for them. This one sold for $11.4 billion, and this one somehow gets $5 for a cup of coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, when I first looked at this, the most important thing for me was, what did it cost me to lose the weight I wanted to lose? Well, it didn't take me long. I bought 2 tubs of our coffee. That was 30 servings each. I actually did a morning and an afternoon. Couldn't take it past 3 o'clock because I'm one of those people that if I drink coffee too late, I can't sleep. And I did the math. I lost 16 pounds. That's 130 divided by 16. It was roughly $7.50 it cost me a pound. There are people on this Zoom that have lost 55, 60 pounds more, and all of them say the same thing. They're able to maintain their weight and not have to diet. We are not saying to you in our weight management end of our company that you don't have to cut out the things you enjoy. You'll just find you have better choice. Why? Because our product is a neurological product. It actually helps you get control. If you compare what we have just with our coffee division to other ones out there of fake food companies, how the heck are you going to eat fake food for the rest of your life? I'm sorry. At some point, you're going to stop buying that expensive stuff that's arriving like cardboard, putting it in a microwave and stirring it in a pot and hoping you're going to eat something that's not going to be too processed, and you're going to stop doing it. You're going to gain all your weight back. It's proven. It happens over and over again. We've created a whole family now of weight management products, including our 24/7, which is the absolute incredible product that is back ordered and coming back at the end of this month. I'm so excited about this. It has some properties inside there that tightens your skin after you lose the weight. We've got a cocoa product. I'm just going to show you on screen here. I love this. Well, you can't see it probably because I'm on live with my PowerPoint. We got cocoa. We've got, listen, folks, you don't have to drink coffee to lose weight. We got a trim product, which is a natural product that you'll find that you can add to water. It's not even coffee. It'll help you lose weight. That's coming back right away. We oversold it when we added it to the Optimum. Ladies and gentlemen, this product here, the More Detox, is probably the fountain of youth. That's my words, Don Carson, on this date. I'm telling you, this has got so much goodness in it that my fingernails are going back, lines and spots in my hand are going away. I've had people say to me, Don, how could you be that old? You don't look that old. I'm not doing anything to my skin to make it look anything different. I'm not doing anything to make me have this kind of energy other than take good nutritional products. But I'll tell you this one, it has no taste, it's odorless, and it's embedding the minerals that my body needs back into my cells. What else can you ask for? Folks, an energy drink that doesn't drain your adrenal gland, it supports your adrenal gland. Do your own research. ValentisProducts.com. Go take a look. An immune product that's full of superfruits, even aloe vera for digestion. And I first started taking this product, I realized that the plantar fasciitis in my feet would go away when I woke up in the morning. I take it before I go to bed. Helps me sleep. Incredible. Okay? Products that typically do one of 4 things. This one, folks, I don't want, I'll show you at the end, but I have 4 bottles of this in my hand. This stuff here just arrived. I'm so darn excited. My kids are taking it now. You know why? Because as Dr. Joe Aaron says, from womb to tomb, this product is good for everyone. Everybody should take Immulin. What does it really do? Immulin manages inflammation, but more importantly, it takes the foods that have been processed so badly. The ground is not doing what it used to do back in the early 1900s. It's been destroying much of our soil because it's been overproduced. And they're adding fertilizers to grow things bigger, faster. Guess what? What was in there then, the flavonoids to help your body do what it's supposed to do, recover, are gone. What Immulin does is it helps chaperone the sugar that's destroying us. I mean, most things in life and inflammation is caused by sugar, and it's in everything. I mean, we had some great stories in our recent conference about the things that sugar is in that you don't even realize it. And most of you will think that your dessert after supper is the only sugar you had all day. Folks, you're eating sugar all day. In 2017 or 18, they did studies. Most of us are consuming about 180 pounds of sugar a year. And back in the early 1900s, it was only 5 pounds. This product manages the sugar, helps you move it through your system, but it also, for me, has taken all my back pain away. I can tell you that, Don Carson, this date, I had a bony accident. I absolutely tried every chiropractor possible to remove my pain in my back. This product is the absolute magic I needed to help me get active again. I played volleyball this summer with my daughter, and I dived for the ball. I couldn't do that last summer. Okay, I had to take a breath. Mass. Get your blood flowing. And if your blood is flowing, there's just so much value to that. Again, I don't want to go into the details on our products because you can go do your own research, okay, valentisproducts.com. But this product, I've heard circulation improving, you know, in people's hands and feet. It's incredible what this product can do for you. It's basically a special electrolyte water with minerals in there that as it goes in your system, separates your blood cells, gets your body flowing. Sticky blood makes you sit on the couch and not want to do anything. This product helps with that. Okay. We have so much coming, so many products coming, and we're already what we would call for you on this Zoom for the first time at a sweet spot. The sweet spot is when a company heads to momentum. And this is really at around the 10 million a month mark, which we just hit. We spent the last year ramping and building, getting ready for today, ladies and gentlemen. When this company hit 10 million, which it did this month, ladies and gentlemen, the next 12 months, we're going to double. And the next months after that, we're going to double again, and then next year, and so on. We'll be $1 billion company. We've been talking about this moment since I got here 4 years ago. My wife and I wanted to be part of $1 billion company. We put our pedigree behind it. We invested millions of dollars in other companies that are not networking companies, but traditional spaces. And we make more money here per month than we make in all those companies combined. I can tell you that with the God's truth. So when I say that to you, I want to share with you briefly how our money comes to us. We have 7 ways, real fast. The 4 I want to concentrate on is a fast start, immediate income. Every one of us, my daughter got started in here. She sold products to her boyfriend's mother and friends. She was moving this 6-day experience and making $20. And before you know it, we built her to a diamond level with our help. But you go folks, he started watching us 4 years ago. And we brought a position for her so that it was be ready when she was ready. And when she launched and she wanted to know more, we were ready to help her. That's our business. People are watching you. People are watching you now when you come out of here and you're so excited. We give you immediate income. You don't have to jump through hoops. Next Friday, you can get paid $20, $40, $60, $100, even $200. We'll teach you that. Leveraged income. You know that if you bring in 3 business builders into your business, you become what we call legacy coded. Your 4th person and beyond, their first 3, there's a second 100 that's going to get paid. It's got to go to someone. It goes to the person that's upline that's legacy coded. So we can teach you that concept in our training call later on tonight. I like to think of this as if I got a little bit of time during my day, let's go find a bunch of people that got a bunch of little time, add it together. I now have like a 40-hour workday, right? Because I'm just putting a little bit in time and I got 40 people that maybe with a little bit of time. I'll teach you that concept later too. 2 teams. We built 2 teams. It's so simple. Concentrate on helping your teams make money. Show them how consuming products that they're already consuming can be redirected back to themselves in a residual form. And then what's even better is as a leader, you can help other people make money. We pay you a matching check. Really exciting. So you get paid infinitely on our dual team structure. We have a plan inside a plan inside a plan inside a plan for you network marketers on this. Trust me, There is a reason why people are making the money they're making so quickly in this company. Our comp plan is designed by an owner who wants the distributor to win. Okay? We play car bonuses. We have pool bonuses. Our new app, which you see right here, please understand that this is so incredible. It's millions and millions of dollars that was invested into this app by the company that brought it to us, and we said, we'll do it. Get ready for massive growth, just announced tonight on another call. The recording will be up. Ladies and gentlemen, in the past, we would be looking at those logos that are now gone in the middle and think of those as juggernauts in the world. Those businesses are disappeared because of online, because of the power of the internet. Amazon ships products all over the world for free half the time. But what is it about the society today that scares me? What are our kids going to do when they graduate? Many of the jobs that they might have thought they had out of university when they started university 5 years later are gone. Many of the careers that our university graduates come out with, they can't get on it in a job, and they're going back and working in the bars and the restaurants, right? And even the bars and the restaurants, ladies and gentlemen, they're not getting the same business because there's a thing called Skip the Dish that's shipping food to people's homes and they don't have to go to the restaurant. The world around us is changing. So what does that mean? We've got to take matters into our own hands. So take advantage of the fact that we're doing this from my home to your home, all around the world. I can do this from anywhere globally, and it's free. And I can share my thoughts on social media for free and build my brand, me. In fact, the new app that we just launched will let me take a video of myself, put a link in the video of myself, send it to you. You can click on that, and I'll get notified that you watch it. And I'm now basically building my business with my brand. It's incredible what we're doing. Look, for $20 one time, no annual fee, no yearly I have to buy into the business, I can start a Valentis business. If I compare that to a traditional business full of risk, I need to pay hydro, taxes. I've got to pay, well, you got to pay taxes here on your earnings, but I got to pay the lights for the building. I got the insurance, the property taxes. I've got to pay CPP and workers' compensation and payroll taxes. It's huge risk. And the bank doesn't necessarily say, here's some money, right? So if you really get your head around what you have here, you have no risk. You have a company that's doing all the research on the products I shared earlier and more coming. You've got a Nobel scientist, a Nobel-nominated scientist 2 times, Dr. Joe Aarons, who's bringing products to this company exclusively to Valentis in our 24/7 and our Immulin. And you know what he says? He was looking for a family that could take this product to everybody in the world, and he believes Valentis is his best choice, and he hitched our wagon. He spoke on stage on the weekend. He lit the room up. And so did Kevin, our formulator of our More and our Detox and our coffees and our cocos and our Max. It's incredible where we're going. Listen, get in where you fit in. You can get 1, 3, 6, 16, or 36 boxes. I truly do recommend the Career Pack for lots of reasons. I'll touch on that in our training. But right now, I want you to know something. You could start where you want to. Get in where you fit in. If you start for as little as 1 single box, you can make money next Friday. If you want to buy our 6-day experiences, you could actually buy a $20 6-pack from somebody, use the product, and I'll promise you this, you're going to be calling for more. Or buy one of our business builder packs of 356 a copy. Put them into a package that will contain those 6, tell the right information to the prospect, follow up with them in a 3 or 4 day period, and watch what they say to you. They're going to say, gosh, I lost a pound or 2, or I feel amazing. How do I get more? Now you turn them into a customer. If they buy a second month, they're going to be somebody who's going to be more of a prospect, and before you know it, you've got a proven customer that's going to actually want to know more about what we're doing in business. We're seeing it all the time. Look at the chart. Spend $575, sell all your 6-day experiences for $20, put all your money back in your pocket, and then watch how many of those 6-day experiences turn into customer. It just works, okay? And I'm at an age now where I realize that I was sold the bag of garbage when I was a kid. They wanted me to go work for somebody for 40 years and retire on what, 40%? And then what, cut all my good food out because I can't afford it? And then what does that mean? I'm going to eat all the processed stuff that comes off the shelf that I know is going to hurt me. That's the world we were sold. So why do we want that world? Why wouldn't we take matters into our own hands? So for things to change, you have to change. And what I want you all to understand is that you can do this, but you got to want to do it, right? You've got to want to do this to own your own life. You want to be able to take advantage of, listen, I just came from Florida. We traveled there at a conference. I entirely tax deductible against other income because it's my business that I'm using to generate revenue for my family. I love that by the way, the first package you buy is tax deductible. You bought that to start your business against your other income. It's legal, but obviously talk to your accountant, talk to the people that can recommend the right way for you to do this. Now, we have a plan, And the plan I'm going to go through in detail shortly. But we usually like to say this to everybody that's on the call. First and foremost, thank you for taking the 27, 28 minutes with me to listen to this PowerPoint presentation. I just want you to know one thing. That piece of real estate that you've driven by that now has a property on there, a big building, a skyscraper, or some huge piece of real estate that's tripled and doubled and whatever, that's tonight for you. If you take this information, ask the person that brought you here, okay, I'm in. What do I got to do? Then get on the call in about 25 minutes to learn our Getting Started training. Okay? That's what this message was tonight, to show you, look, you got a group of people that are going to commit to showing you a presentation every Wednesday. We're going to add this same presentation with other leaders on Mondays at the same time. We're about to announce that. And do a Getting Started training on Mondays after the same time. So we're going to add this twice a week now. We are all in to help you, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at this closer. Thank you for taking the time tonight. I'm going to take this off recording, and I'm just going to answer a few questions before we get to our training. Once again, thanks again for joining us tonight. Brett, I'll turn it back to you.